Most people don't go broke from one big mistake. They go broke slowly, from 100 small decisions they never noticed. A subscription here, a convenience purchase there, a habit that costs almost nothing on any single day. But money rarely disappears in explosions. It disappears in drops. Quiet, consistent, invisible, until the numbers stop making sense. And the question is always the same. Where did it go? Most small leaks are not purchases. They are responses. The coffee that appears every morning without decision. The food ordered not from hunger, but from exhaustion. The subscription renewed not from need, but from forgetting. These are not choices. They are defaults. And defaults are among the most expensive habits a person can own. Because they continue running, whether attention is present or not. When income rises, spending often rises with it. Not from necessity, from permission. The mind quietly decides that a higher income deserves a higher lifestyle. A better apartment, a newer phone, a more expensive routine. Each upgrade feels earned. Each upgrade feels small. But together, they consume everything the raise was supposed to build. This is lifestyle creep. Silent, gradual, dressed as progress. The income grew. The wealth did not. Somewhere, right now, a charge is hitting an account for something signed up for months ago. Something that felt essential at the time. Something that has not been used in weeks. The subscription economy is built on one insight. People forget. They forget what they signed up for. They forget what they are paying. They forget to cancel what they no longer need. And the charges continue. Quietly. Monthly. Accumulating into numbers that would shock most people if fully seen at once. Convenience costs more than the receipt reveals. The delivery fee, the service charge, the markup attached to avoiding effort. Each one small, each one reasonable, each one a leak. And the modern world is engineered for convenience. Every friction removed, every barrier lowered, every purchase made one tap easier. Because friction is what forces reflection. Remove the friction, and spending becomes automatic, effortless, quietly relentless. Some leaks come from other people, not from pressure, not from manipulation, from belonging. The dinner that exceeds the budget, because not showing up feels worse than overspending. The gift that costs more than planned, because the relationship felt like it required it. The purchase made automatically, because everyone else was already doing it. Social spending is difficult to challenge because reducing it can feel like choosing money over connection. It is not. It is choosing sustainability over performance. The worst financial decisions are often made at the worst emotional moments. After a difficult day, after disappointment, after exhaustion, after stress has built with nowhere to go. The purchase is rarely about the item. It is about relief. The temporary shift. The brief sense that something now feels better than it did before. And for a moment, it works. Then the feeling fades. The charge remains. The account reflects it. And the cycle waits quietly for the next difficult day. The minimum payment is designed to feel like progress. It is not. It is the system collecting interest while the balance barely moves. Pay the minimum long enough, and the debt outlives the purchase. The meal is gone. The trip is over. The product becomes outdated, but the balance remains. Still collecting, still compounding, still growing quietly in the background of a life that already moved on. The old one still works, but the new one exists. And somewhere between those two facts, money moves. The upgrade cycle is one of the most effective wealth erosion systems ever created. Not because upgrades are wrong, because the system is built on comparison. The product that was sufficient yesterday is reframed as inadequate today. The upgrade becomes emotional before it becomes practical. And the purchase happens not from necessity, but from the fear of falling behind. Some leaks hide inside ordinary routines. Products replaced too early. Premium versions purchased automatically. Quantities bought beyond what will ever be used. These are not extravagances. They are habits. And habits rarely feel like spending. They feel like life. That is what makes them difficult to notice. The leak is not dramatic. It is woven quietly into everyday existence. Present daily. Questioned almost never. The first step is not cutting. It is seeing. Most people have never truly examined where their money goes. Not estimated, not assumed, not guessed. Seen. Every transaction, every recurring charge, every pattern repeating quietly without conscious approval. The audit is uncomfortable because the numbers reveal behaviors most people would never intentionally choose. But what is unseen cannot be corrected. The leak cannot be closed until it is found. Willpower is not the answer. Willpower runs out. The person relying entirely on discipline will eventually experience a difficult day. And on that day, the defaults return. The system is the answer. Automate what should be saved before spending begins. Remove what is not being used. Create limits that do not require emotional decisions in vulnerable moments. Design the environment so the correct behavior becomes the easiest behavior. Because the leak is not a moral failure. It is a design problem. And design problems can be redesigned. Do not attempt to fix everything at once. The person trying to close every leak simultaneously usually closes none permanently. Start with one. The subscription unused for 30 days. Cancel it. The purchase repeated automatically. Interrupt it. Just once. Small friction placed in the correct location changes behavior more effectively than motivation ever will. One leak closed is one less drain on the future being built. Small leaks compound, the same way small savings compound. A small amount spent daily becomes something significant over time. The mathematics works in both directions. What drains slowly accumulates into loss. What is retained consistently accumulates into freedom. And the difference between those outcomes is rarely income. It is attention, applied consistently to the small things most people ignore. The money was always there. It did not disappear through one catastrophic mistake. It left quietly, in drops, in defaults, in unnoticed routines, in decisions made without awareness. Closing the leaks does not require a dramatic transformation, only attention. Consistent, patient, intentional, directed toward the small behaviors that compound into everything. The faucet does not have to drip. It never did. Fix the leak. Not tomorrow. Now.